for this chapter, for our modules 3 and 4, we will be having already normal distribution. But before that, of course, we still have to know the foundation of the normal distribution, which is the normal curve, okay? So the normal curve has different properties, and you have to make sure that you understand the normal curve. Okay, so we have here the normal curve. Okay, and these are the properties. One by one, we are going to discuss that, because again, you have to make sure that you understood all these normal distribution properties, because that will be your basis on solving problems later on modules 3 and 4. Okay, let's have first the first property. The first property is number 1. The distribution curve is bell shape. Okay, so if we are going to draw a normal curve, okay, let's assume that this is a perfect normal curve. So if you are going to look at this, it's just like a bell shape, okay? The bells that you could see in a church. So it's just like a bell. Okay, that's so easy, all right? So we have now, we go to number 2. For our number 2 properties, we have, number 2 property is the curve is symmetrical about its center. So let's go back here. So if you are going to have this, okay, let me make another one. Okay, let's say for example, this is your normal curve. So it says there that it is symmetrical about its center. So if this is the center of your normal curve, so this is your center, right? So this center is symmetrical to about its center. Okay, so if you are going to look at this one, assume that this is a perfect normal curve. I don't know how to draw actually. So these are symmetrical to one another. So meaning this is equal to this one. So if you are going to fold this, the lines of the curve will meet together. So if you are going to fold that, they are going to meet together. That's why it's symmetrical. Okay, next, number 3. The mean, the median, and the mode coincide at the center. Okay, since this is a normal curve, so meaning the distribution of your data are equally divided. So we assume already that the mean, median, and modes are in the center. Okay, so again, of course, let's just quick review. When we say mean, it's the average. When we say median, it's actually when you arrange the data, the one in the middle is what we call the median, and the mode is the most frequently data that you could see there, or the most frequently how do you call that, datum that you can see within the set of data. Okay, so next we have number 4. The width of the curve is determined by the standard deviation of the distribution. Okay, so let's draw again another normal distribution curve. So this is the center. The width, okay, so later on you would see lines here. Okay, lines here. This is now what we call, so this is the center, and the distance from the center going to this one, and the distance from the center going to this one is what we call standard deviation. Going back, the definition of standard deviation is actually the dispersion of data from the mean. Okay, and last we have no, that's not yet the last one. We have here the number 5 property is the tail is asymptomatic to the baseline. So another normal curve. So there. So okay. So let's say for example, this is assuming that this is a perfect normal distribution. If you're going to look at this, this line, this part of the curve is going closer and closer to x value, to the x-axis. This is the x-axis, but it will never touch the x-axis. It will never touch the x-axis. That is what we call asymptomatic. Okay, again, it will never touch the x-axis. This line is your x-axis. Okay, next, last and the most important thing that you should know with the normal distribution is the normal distribution curve is the area under the normal curve is equal to 1. So here. So if you are going to shade this, all of this, okay, all of this area is equal to 1. So meaning if this is your mean median mode, which means that this is 1/2, 1/2 equals to 1. 0.5, 0.5 equals to 1. Okay, so this one is the half, this is the half of the normal distribution curve. This is equal to 0.5. Okay, 0.5, 0.5 always when we talk about normal distribution. Okay, okay, so now we will be having the z-score. The z-score is equal to x minus mean all over standard deviation. X here is the raw score. This is the mean. The mu is equal to the mean. And this one, the sigma, is the standard deviation. Now, before anything else, before we solve, let's first understand what is z-score. Okay, so let's say for example in your class we are measuring the appearance. Okay, measuring physical appearance. Just an example, okay? So let's say for example Pedro, when we got data from all of your classmates, has a raw score of about 50, and we have here one got 62, and we have here Colas got 53. Okay, so basing from this data, what can you say? Of course, we could only say that Colas is better than Pedro, and 1 is better than Colas, and 1 is the best among the 3. But the question is, what if all of them will be compared to the whole class? Okay, now let's first solve the z-score of Colas. Z-score of Colas. So, but before that, let's first have the mu or the mean. So we got data from all of your classmates, and the mean is let's say it's 58. Okay, and the standard deviation is 5.4. Okay, now Colas. Let's solve for the z-score of Colas. So z Colas equals, what is the raw score of Colas? It's 53. Minus the mean is 58 all over 5.4. So we have 53 minus 58 equals -5 divided by 5.4. You got -0.93, two decimal places. Okay, so 0.93. So we got negative. What does that mean? If, okay, let's first draw the normal curve. So what is our mean? Our mean is 58. Okay, and where is Colas? Let's say for Colas it's 53, it's around here. This is Colas. Okay, 53. That's why we got a negative z-score. That means that it is located on the left side of the mean. It is lower than the mean. Now, let's see. Okay, gusto nating malaman kung ilan ang tinalo ni Colas. Ilan nga ba ang tinalo ni Colas? So, gagamitin natin yung z-score na to at ang z-table na to. What was the z-score? So, our z-score is, disregard nyo muna yung negative. Dito sa z-table, there is no negative value. But, the negative values would only indicate if your z-score is located on the left side of the mean or on the right side. Only a direction, okay? But for the z-table, we only use one z-table. So, we got 0.93. So, paano natin makukuha yun? So, first, tingnan nyo yung this is the ones, di ba? So, 0.9. Ito yung 0.9. Kita? 0.9. Okay. 0.90, 0.91, 0.92, and 0.93. Kasi ayun yun, no? 0.03. So, kung ano ang magiging intersection nila. So, this one, 0.03 at 0.9. Ang intersection niya ay ito. 0.3238. So, ibig sabihin, 0.3238. Ibig pong sabihin yan ay from the mean papunta dito, ito, ang area po nito ay 0.3238. Okay? 3238. So, ang sabi natin, ilang percent or sino ang mga natalo ni Kulas? Ilan? Gaano kadami natalo ni Kulas? Okay, paano natin masasolve yun? Itong area na to from the mean ay 0.38. We go back to the properties of a normal distribution. What is again this? What is the area from the mean hanggang dito sa dulo? It is 0.5. So, yung buong kalahati ay 0.5. So, ang hinahanap natin ay itong nasa baba. Kung ilan yung natalo ni Kulas, ilan ito? Itong tinalo ni Kulas. So, tignan natin. So, paano natin masasolve yan? So, 0.5 minus itong area na ito, kasi nga ito lang yung mas mataas kay Kulas. So, 0.3238 equals 0.5 minus 0.3238 equals 0.7062. So if we are going to convert that to percentage, we have 17.62% ang natalo ni Kulas. So paano pagbabalik rin naman natin? Paano pag ilan ang nakatalo kay Kulas? Simply, kung ito ay 0.5, di ba? Itong area na to ay 0.3238. Anong area nito? 0.5. So, ibig sabihin, i-add mo lang. 0.3238 plus 0.5. Answer is 80. Okay. Let's see. 0.5 plus 3238. 0.5 plus 0.3238. That is 0.8238. Which means, if you are going to convert that is equal to 82.38%. So, did you get it? Okay, so now, paano naman pag i-identify natin yung area under the normal curve? So, let's say, for example, it says here that identify the area under the curve between 0 and 2.43. So, if this is the normal curve, we have already our normal curve here. 0 is the mean, okay? And the standard deviation is 1, 2, 3, right? So, now, let's identify the area from 0 to 2.43. So, ito si 2.43. So, hanggang dito. Gano'n nga ba kalaki itong area na to? How do we solve that? Paano natin malalaman yung area na yon? So, simply, what are we going to do? Simply, we get the... Okay, so let's get first the area from 0 to 2.43. So, si 2.43. So, 2.4, 0, 1, 2, 3. So, ito siya. 40, no. This one. 4925. So, we got here, we have 0.4925. Paano natin nakuha ulit? Itong 2.4, tapos makikita nyo dito 0.03. Kaya we got 0.4925. So, 0.4925, meaning, the area is, ang area na ito ay 0.4925. Ganun lang siya kadali. Okay, my score is 2.14. What is the percentage of students getting a score lower than me? Okay, so let's say, for example, 2.14. Nasaan si 2.14? Ito si 2.14. 012. Okay? 2.14. Ang inaalam natin, ilang percentage ang matatalo niya. Okay, identify muna natin itong first half. Itong area na ito. Gaano kalaki itong area na to? Okay, so tingnan natin si 2.14. Asan si 2.14? 2.1, di ba? And then tingnan nyo yung 0.4. Ayun. So saan sila nag-meet? Nag-meet sila dito sa ayun. 0.4838. So ibig sabihin itong area na to ay 0.4838. Okay. Now, ang tanong, ilan ang taong natalo niya, or ilan yung taong mas mababa ang score sa kanya? Gaano kadami yung percentage na yon? So, hindi lang ito ang pinag-uusapan natin, kasama ito kasi mas mababa ito sa kanya. At ulitin natin, ano ulit yung property niya? Ilan ulit ang area ng kalahati? It's 0.5. Tapos 0.38. So, ibig sabihin yan, 0.5 plus 0.38, 4838, that is equal to 98.38, which is equal to 98.38%. Meaning, yan ang kanyang tinalo. Okay, paano naman pag ang question ay ilan ang tumalo sa kanya? Okay, ilan ang tumalo sa kanya? So, simply ito lang ang isa-solve natin. So, yung area na ito ay 0.3848. So, ang gagawin natin ay, kung ilan ang tumalo sa kanya, 0.5. Bakit 0.5? Kasi yung buong ito ay 0.5. Tama? Itong 0.4838, ito siya. So, para makuha natin yung area na to, 0.5 minus 0.4838, answer is 0.5 minus 0.4838 equals 0.0162, or that is equal to 1.62%. Yan lang po ang